I don't often make videos because I don't enjoy making videos. I enjoy drawing more. So follow me on whatever to see me post art sometimes. And if you pay me, I can draw you stuff. Hint, hint. Ugh. Anyway, let's talk about autism. Don't worry, this isn't some let's watch cringe and gawk at the stupid idiot kinda video, because I'm autistic and I'm cringe, so I relate to this kind of stuff. I have a little something that the internet has totally forgotten about called empathy, because everyone thinks that they're at each other's throats now because we're always arguing. So I'm not going to shit on anyone who I deem as cringe. That's pointless. I just want to watch some cringe videos with you because I think it would be interesting to talk about and dive deep into the mind of the autistic people that are in these cringe videos, because no one ever seems to talk about that. Nobody ever talks about why something is cringe, you know, and how it's cringe and how it got there. Bronies became a thing because it started out as a joke on 4chan, and then it evolved because people thought the show was actually pretty entertaining for a little girl's cartoon. It just sort of snowballed, and everyone tried to talk about this big-ass trending thing, which is a new thing that hasn't really been done before, of little girl show that was actually well written. I used to be a brony. I used to engage in this stuff, but then I fell off because there were some bronies that were kind of mad that My Little Pony was a show for little girls.
And Hasbro, you're never ever gonna make any money off this show unless you actually realize who's watching the show, who's gonna buy your stuff. Anyway.
Gatekeeping is fucking weird. But anyway, y'all are here for the cringe. Or should I say, the quinge. Y'all ever heard of this guy?
Hey, I've got the same both toy, and it turns out I wanted Pinkie Pie and Rainbow Dash.
Meet Jordan White. He's a brony that hasn't done much, but the few times he's ever done stuff, he is fondly remembered.
Hey, I asked for 2 rarities.
He even did a cover of the theme to Skyfall.
This is the end. Hold your breath and count to 10.
I think it's endearing. He also made a video talking about a My Little Pony episode, and I think that video is very, very relatable to me and my autistic ass. So we're gonna watch it, and I'm going to explain to you why I find this video way too relatable to me. So let's dive right in and get constructive. Oh yeah.
Greetings,
We are already in for a treat.
and welcome to my latest video. This time, I'm going to put a little more visual to it, so that you can understand what I'm talking about.
I think we take for granted how awesome it is to edit videos and talk about whatever we want and showcase wherever we want, so I can understand why this is a special thing to announce, dude.
When we last left the ponies of Ponyville, the Cutie Mark Crusaders had to deal with a bully named Babs Seed, and the entire episode was about bullying. Considering the fact that I'm an adult and a little sensitive to very, very specific situations that happen on a television or computer screen, I kept on expecting this episode to show some blood.
Have the kids at recess been rough on you?
Have a hardcore being from Babs to one of the Cutie Mark Crusaders actually kill one of them, or maybe frame them for murder or theft. Heck, maybe have a scene where Babs takes a knife and puts it in one of the CMC's mouth for the purpose of putting a smile on her face, mirroring the famous "Why So Serious" scene from The Dark Knight. Just to add it all up, I was expecting Babs or the CMC to say something similar to what the angry video game nerd or the nostalgia critic would say if they got upset over what they were reviewing.
I mean, who wouldn't want to see that? But seriously, this guy is considered cringe because he said that so matter-of-fact that he didn't expect anyone to find that weird. He goes on to say that The Secret of Nim had violence, but that was a fantasy epic. This is a simple episodic kids show with slice of apple pie life.
It was for this reason that I prayed to God that I wouldn't curse, punch on my computer monitor, get so upset over what happened in the episode, or even hit myself or something like that, or, you know, like that. See? Let's see that?
You too, huh? Yeah, when I get pissed, I pound my chest. It's a habit I've been trying to hold myself back on because I don't want to hurt myself. It's an autism thing. You know how when you see something so stupid you facepalm? And you know how when you do something stupid you slap yourself on the head because you did something so stupid? Well, imagine feeling that, but times 1,000, and you're on fire. That's what autism is. A heighten of the emotions. You know, I can sorta get wanting bullies to have more balls to make the stakes higher, but Babs was meant to be redeemed by the end, so they couldn't have her go too extreme. And this is a slice of life kids show that doesn't need violence. Unless you watch Hey Arnold.
I was like this during the Canterlot Wedding and a little bit of the Crystal Empire. In the Canterlot Wedding, I was expecting Princess Celestia to give Twilight Sparkle a hardcore beating for warning her about games similar to this.
Oh yeah, that was the episode where Twilight thought her sister was this evil villain in disguise, but she actually wasn't. I think her being kicked out of the wedding for ruining the wedding was, enough punishment as is, my guy.
Oh, and every time someone says the word defeat in a show like this, I keep on thinking of death or kill or even lifeless bodies. I thought Celestia died when she lost to Queen Crystals, and everyone says the word defeated in that tense. How in the heck can you survive something like that? Even her survived too!
That's because you can't look past what the censors are hiding from you. And you can't kill gods. Can you? By the way, I love that you were saying how in the hay instead of how in the hell when you were complaining about them not using the word death. It's almost as if you kinda understand why they don't say death.
In the Crystal Empire, when Twilight encounters the Door of Fears, I was expecting Celestia to murder Twilight the way she was acting. I mean, does anyone on the crew or writing staff know about Freddy Krueger, a killer that goes after you in your dreams, and when he kills you in such a violent manner in your dream, you die in the real world?
Why?
Why do we even have to have the disadvantage of expecting such hardcore, dark, and sadistic material in a kids show when it won't even remotely happen?
Because you're an adult with higher standards and you need higher stakes to be invested and entertained. As much as I enjoy some kids shows, I feel more at home with entertainment made for my age group because I am on the same wavelength as what I'm watching. Cyberpunk Edge Runners is my shit because it's got that edge I crave. I'm not watching kids shows for edge, I'm watching them for fun. You can be fun, funny, and even well written and not push the edge. Jordan then goes on about how he's excited for the newest MLP episode with the great and powerful Trixie, and he asks,
And can any of you provide an explanation for why I keep on expecting such hardcore, dark, and sadistic material on a kids show when it really isn't going to happen?
Now, this video is a re-upload. I don't know where this guy is now, but however, in the re-upload, someone actually left a comment that answered his question. To summarize, he gets upset when his expectations are squandered. That's why he wants to hit himself. Autistic people love patterns and sticking to what works. So when a kid show doesn't do what he wants, they get pissed. Speaking from experience, I watch cartoons for a young audience, and I imagine crazy shit happening that I wanted to see happen because it's, fun to let your imagination go wild. But you know for a fact that the show won't live up to your imagination. I do get annoyed, but then I remember that it's not the kind of show that needs crazy shit happening in the first place. If Jordan doesn't want to get pissed at a kid's show for not having violence, he shouldn't expect it to happen. If this guy wants violence, he should stick with adult media that allows it. If you watch only kids shows, you're going to go insane with how they don't show things that are not meant to be for kids. And you're gonna go insane with how a lot of them have a lot of trends and are fucking the same. You wanna know why Saberspark and those guys get angry at tropes? That's because that's all they watch. Broaden your tastes and watch more things, man. But if you really want a kid's show that has balls, then watch The Owl House. It, was actually gonna be a lot darker than what we got, but what we got still had a lot of balls. I know not all autistics are like this, it really depends on how they're raised and who they hang out with. Had it not been for my friends, I would have ended up like this kid and made fan art of those Philly bullies getting beat up to cope with these feelings I have that I don't understand. People watch Cringe and love to gawk at how stupid people are, but they never want to figure out why the person is stupid or why they're cringe. They just want to laugh at the absurdity and move on with their lives of cognitive dissonance. Hey, you wanna know why there's so much Loud House fan art of the characters being sad and suffering? Well, it's simple. The characters are cute, they like cute characters, they want to see the cute characters struggle because they're invested in the characters and how cute they are. I'm speaking from experience here. I used to imagine cute characters all the time going through a lot of hardships because I want to see cute characters struggle. Because I like character development stuff, especially if it's with a character I find cute. Anyway, I hope Jordan is now a CEO of Arasaka or something. Maybe he's a voice actor.
But take down these loose branches so they don't tumble down on any pony. I simply can't believe why the Pegasus ponies would schedule a dreadful downpour this evening, ruining what could be a beautiful sunny day.
And if you're into a weird-ass thing, don't feel shame for it. Embrace it. Just, you know, be cool about it. And be self-aware of what you're into, and don't act like this dude with the coloring book. Take care, and, stay salty, everybody.